Here, the deathworms tremble as they will no longer be the ones dominating the sands of scorched earth. That sounds pretty dang cool. But hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to a new edition of Ark News. I'm Phlinger Phoo, and wow, this is actually kind of cool. I'm really digging some of the news that's coming out. It's mostly just dinosaur news, which is kind of cool. And it's for mostly for Ark Survival Ascended. All right, but yeah, this is the new dinosaur that is going to be introduced into Scorched Earth when Ark Survival Ascended comes out later this year, which honestly, I think it looks pretty dang cool. All right, this giant sand dweller will surely change the power of the dynamic of Scorched Earth. I can absolutely see that. I mean, these guys right here, just in case if well, here in just a few minutes, we'll be discussing a few things. But yeah, these guys are ground burrowers, and in order to tame them and in order to get them, you're gonna have to knock them out of the ground with explosives. Which, yeah, that's kind of cool. The fact that they're actually making certain things on Scorched Earth makes sense for PvE players, plus also PvP players. I think it's kind of cool. Just the fact that these guys, they're going to be out in the high sands, and they're going to be another one of those sand piles chasing towards you that you're really going to have to be worried about. All right, let's take a look at this guy. Okay, so Fasolasuchus. Okay, I can dig the name. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, so this is the picture of them. This is how they look. Honestly, that looks terrifying. That really, really looks terrifying. Oh, man. Now, there's a couple things with this guy, and we'll get into this here in just a little bit, about the do's and the don'ts with this guy. All right, well, here, let's go off first off. This right here is a carnivore, which means that you're going to be able to feed it raw meat to heal him up. All right, this wasteland's full of surprises and not exactly the good kind. There's something out here that looks like Fasolasuchus if these proto-crocs could swim through sand like water. Okay. All right, these beasts, it's just the sentence, the wording structure on that sentence was off. It threw me off. All right, these beasts might pop up suddenly to ambush you or swim around you fast enough to catch you in a sand whirlpool. I can't stress enough low danger or how dangerous this death trap can be. Plus, their tails are strong enough to whip up sand to blind predators and prey alike. If you can help it, I recommend staying clear of these spikes. I think they've got acid glands at the base of their spiny fins and in their mouths as well. Their caustic bite seems to melt through the thickest of hide. Wow, are they gonna like have a dot bite attack? That's honestly that's kind of cool. So, are they gonna be able to do like an acid tail smack and then also an acidic bite? That it does sound pretty dang cool. All right, so one of these monster sand swimmers will make a great mount, but good luck slowing down something that can shrug off most narcotics. You could try softening one up with explosives, grabbing a spike, and steering it into a rock, but you'd have to be a bit mental to try. I imagine the adrenaline junkies, I'm one of those, able to tame a Fasolasuchus would earn themselves a formidable ride through these scorching sands. They seem to have adapted to fighting their prey, so I'd advise any Faso rider to steer clear of packs of smaller creatures that can swarm over its defenses. That's kind of cool. All right, so this thing right here, they're good for eating mid tier stuff, maybe even higher tier stuff, but things like dire wolves are gonna give them a run for their money. Oh man. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. I kind of dig that. They have a major downside, and it's going to be a lot of the stuff that's I mean, to be fair, from my perspective, I think they because face it, the Shadow Maid and stuff like that, it wasn't intended, at least I don't think it was ever intended, that smaller dinos, they could just get underneath you and they could just kind of stun lock you just because you can't do anything. You can't move. And to me, it always felt like a bug. now they're making it a feature. So yeah, yeah, take something that was unintended and you have a hard time fixing, and just roll with it, baby. Right? It seems like that's what they're doing. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that and from my opinion, that seems like what they went with. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that is the Fasolasuchus, and I mean, honestly, I can't wait to see these guys on Scorched Earth. I think they're going to be absolutely cool. Now, the fact that in the picture they have like the whirlwind, the whirlpool kind of effect with the sand going around, I think that might be an exaggeration. But then again, if they do have an ability that allows them to pull things into the middle like that, I think it could be really cool. Now, the one on the right with him riding the sand croc, or we could call this guy land shark actually, through the sand. That looks really, really fun. I'm not gonna lie. That looks really cool. And then the one sitting on the back holding it like a surfboard. Hopefully you can have two people ride this mount. Although under the taming thing, it's a check and an X. So yeah, that's got to be said for something. All right. So let's get down to the next little bit. Now we're working on the community creature vote. Now this one right here is going to be what's added to Ragnarok in Ark Survival Ascended. Now there's a bunch of dinosaurs. We're going to cover a few. Actually, we're going to cover all of them. But when it comes to them, really it's just a picture that counts. That's what you're voting for. You're voting for the image of the dinosaur. You're not really voting for any of the stuff anybody's written up. It's cool. A lot of it's really great. But most of that stuff you're just not voting for because wildcard will and does change a lot of that when they bring it, whichever one votes that wins. All right, so the creatures that we're going to be doing, and then the final vote will be done on the 19th of June. So if you haven't voted yet, get your vote in. All right, and then they'll announce it on next Friday. All right, so here we go. This is the Nothosaurus, all right, or the Nothosaurus. Okay, this, honestly, I like the first one better. I'm not going to repeat it, but I like it better. All right, now this right here, honestly, the image of this guy, it actually looks pretty good. It looks like another lizard that, honestly, lizards generally, from my experience, lizards are a bit off in Ark. Lizards like that. All right, so the Dreadnoughtus, this is the next one. Okay, all right. Massive sauropod. I can get behind that one. All right, and then the Barsdolbia. Okay, this is the one that's like the beaked parasaur. Okay, all right. That one actually looks kind of cool. The Gorgonops. This one looks interesting. This one has kind of Thyla-esque stuff all over it. All right, and here's a better picture of it. That one looks like a Perlovia meets a Thyla meets just something wicked and ferocious. Out of my dreams, or my nightmares, I should say. I like that one a lot. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm not even going to try to say this one. A dire otter. Okay, there we go. Dire otter. That's a big otter. You know those jokes that always arise on every server about why the otter that killed the one person, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you let the otter kill you," and then they never live it down because they were killed by an otter. Well, this is right here. Yeah, this could take it to a whole new level. Let's see. Okay, all right. I kind of like that. That's an interesting one. They have it down here as a super fast ground mount, but this really does. This is all subject to change. But honestly, it looks like a really fast mount. That's kind of cool. I'm digging it. I like that one. That one's a close. That was coming in pretty close to the lead for me. Same as the other one that had the Thyla-esque thing. What is this? Oh my gosh! This is the giant bison. I mean, this is great in theory, but don't we already have those in rhinos? You'd be able to milk them. Okay. All right. All right. The Majungasaurus. All right. Okay, you know the old guy from Family Guy and a Megalosaurus? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that one actually looks all right, but I'm not sure I'm gonna vote for that one. But it looks cool. All right, so Civitherium. I kind of like that one as well. That one's like almost like a parasaur, but a vomiting parasaur from what I can see in the image. Okay. And then the Gigantoraptor, which is a Gigantoraptor. All right, yeah, if this one wins, wow. Stupid raptors. Oh man, that is a big raptor. All right, but yeah. Okay, so those are the ones to vote on. Remember, you only have a couple days left to get your submission in. So if you haven't voted yet, make sure you head over to survivetheark.com and then go into the community crunch, and then there'll be links in there to get your vote. So yeah, all right. So that's the news. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of stuff about this dinosaur, but also some of the upcoming stuff that's going to be happening on Ragnarok. Now, on Ragnarok, I've already got the one that I'm going to vote for. I'm going to go vote for it as soon as I'm done with this video, and I hope you guys head on over there because the more submissions, the better. It just means that, yeah, may the best man win, and yeah. All right, so hey, if you haven't already, make sure you click that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo. I'm going to go finish my coffee for the morning, and take it easy, everybody.